Hey guys, let's do a quick Q&A. So first of all, first thing is gonna be for the ones who are attending the workshop. So not all of you are on the same day, obviously, but this what I'm gonna speak about is gonna come in handy when you get there if you haven't, and it's actually gonna be for the ones that are there. So the last exercise we did was revision. And for all of you who haven't gotten there yet, you don't really know what this is about. But I have received some messages where people were telling me that, um, well, this exercise is basically about the scenes that you replay in your head from time to time from your whole life. And some people were like trying to convince me that they don't have scenes like that, and that the only scenes they replay are the ones from their current ex. So that might as well be true at the moment because you are very focused on the ex. Obviously, you're very worried about that situation, and now your focus is all on that, and these are the only scenes you are playing in your head. Yes, understandable. However, don't tell me that before this ex left or you met this ex, there were no scenes that you were playing in your head from time to time, because this is not true. I'm a therapist and this is not true. So we all have done it. So the point of the exercise is not to just focus on this current ex and to do the exercise for those scenes. The point of this exercise is to do it for all the scenes that we've been playing in our head from time to time, starting from our childhood, and then some heartbreaks before, some things people said to us, if we are doing a spell for success, money, job, things about these areas of life that were stuck in our head. So the point of this exercise is to clear the limiting beliefs we have and the traumas we have. And this is why on day one of this exercise, because we were doing it for 2 days, the point was to only make a list, to really think about the scenes that you've been playing, because yeah, it can take a little bit of time to remember all of them, because right now you have your focus only on the ex. So yeah, we all have those scenes. You have them too, and just because right now you're focused just on this person, and usually after a heartbreak, our focus will only be on that. We will not focus on any other area of our life. And this is, of course, bad, and this is what we're trying to fix. But also, we will not focus on any other past exes, on past experiences, on past heartbreaks, on past traumas, anything. We will just see this ex situation and be obsessed with it. But it's not absolutely true that it was always like this, because it wasn't. You didn't even know this ex before. You haven't met this ex when you were born, right? So please don't tell me that, and please try to really do the exercise as you're meant to, because it will not work if you're just gonna do this whole workshop basically just focusing yourself on events with your current ex. You're doing it wrong. That's not the point. And we are trying to clear the other stuff as well, because the other stuff does matter in this case as well. So if you're just going to be focusing on that and only having that as an idea through the exercises, only use that, you're not doing it right. So please, just follow the instructions. I've explained everything really thoroughly, I think. So yeah, don't tell me there are no scenes like that, and it's just not true. And yeah, I mean, come on, don't lie to me, guys, and to yourself. Like, really, really put some effort into this, because I'm guessing you want this to work out, right? Okay, so the next question was about whether I did some spells to help you pass exams. And the answer is yes, I have done these type of spells for clients, and they've actually worked, I think, every time. from what I heard, at least the feedback. But um, there's some really important stuff you need to know about these spells. So these are basically sort of luck spells, good luck spells. So you still need to study. You need to study. But what the spell will help you get the questions you can answer to pass the exam. So it will bring you luck with your questions, and this is why you need to book this spell. Sometime before the exam. You can't book it like a day or two before because the questions will probably already be created, and then it's just kind of difficult to have them changed. Usually, it will not happen like that. So another thing I will mention is that, like I said, you still need to study because if you don't study at all and you're just gonna rely on luck, how are you gonna answer any of the questions on the exam if you know nothing, if you learned nothing? It's gonna be impossible because no spell can make the knowledge come into your head if you haven't actually, read it or learned it and stuff. So it's the type of spell where you really need to study basically and be reasonable. So it's not the type of spell that people often get. It's not the type of spell that you know I would necessarily say you need because, like I said, maybe just studying alone will be enough. But if you want some additional luck, yes, it can be done. Okay, moving on. So next question is about when you really want just one person and you don't want to move on and you can't move on, and there are these type of people, don't get me wrong, that just want a certain person. Nothing wrong with that. But if it's been a while of no contact and then they're wondering about spell work, so the thing is that if it's a hard situation, I said this a million times, and it's been a while since there was no contact, or even if you're blocked or something, it's not going to be easy. And, usually what I recommend is let's try it out. And then if it doesn't work, move on. And then people ask me, well, is there something else we can do? And yes, there is, but do I necessarily recommend it for mental health? That's the question. So it really depends on you as a person. If you're gonna be really anxious and needy through the whole process, I do not recommend it, not for your mental health, or and you're also gonna be blocking the spell and delaying it. So if you can be really strong through this, if you can truly follow the instructions, then we can try for a longer period of time. And yes, I had clients like this quite often, and it has worked out for them. You can see them in the reviews. However, I have to emphasize this. These were the clients that, agreed to everything. They understood what they need to do. They really followed my instructions really well. They were really good with like neediness. Of course, they had their weak moments. We all do, especially the issue is with people that are in no contact, that it may take like 3 months or sometimes longer to get contact back. So the issue is that you will have absolutely no movement if you're in a no contact, and maybe in separate states. This was often the case, or countries. You will in some cases, in a lot of cases, you will get no movement for months, and that's when people usually give up and they move on to another spellcaster because they think, oh, this is not working or whatever. And the thing is that if you are in no contact, to get movement is not gonna be as visible as if you were in a contact. So you will not get anything for months often. And then you really have to be patient and not give up if you really want this person back. And like I said, it's not for everyone, and not everyone is that type of person, and that's why I never really recommend it. If I see that people really want it and they're really trying their best with all the instructions, then yes, I will agree to do it. But in other cases, I just will not, because I think that for for majority of people, this is not healthy. And also, not everyone can really stay strong, stay focused, and everything if nothing's moving for a while. So yes, that would be my answer. And your mental health is always my number one concern. So some people would just would not be able to go through this process. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie, and you are in enough pain as it is. So yeah, what else? Did I want to mention something else? Let me just think for a sec. So, yeah, another thing is that the spells can be done for this person or someone better. It does tend to work really well. But of course, you're gonna have to be detaching to even be able to get interested, sorry, in someone else. And again, it's gonna depend on the type of person you are, because some people, different personalities have different preferences and different ways. So it depends on a lot of stuff. Anyways, that's it what I have for you today. I hope everyone's well. I wish you a nice weekend, and bye bye.